something. Oh, I caught a raccoon. Oh, babies. I'm sorry, babies. All right, let me go get a towel and I will get you moved. Well, that wasn't who I was trying to catch. And now I feel bad. I don't necessarily mind raccoons, but I'm going to have to move them now. All right, so I'm going to go in and get a towel to put over the cage to calm them down. And I'll drive them up the road and drop them off. Oh, poor things. I feel bad. And I don't know where their mama is. I don't like to move littles quite that young, but there is a rabies issue in this area, and unfortunately raccoons are a big carrier of that. So I'm gonna set the trap up right away and hopefully catch their mom. They seem pretty eager once they figured out that the other side was open to get out and get in. So this should be a good spot for them. There aren't any houses nearby. But so there's the big open field here, there's woods here, and there's a field just behind. So they should have, and there's the creek runs right through here. So there's water, there's shelter, and there should be food. So I'm not going to worry about them too much, but I will try and get Mom and get her out here too. Not who I wanted to catch, and certainly not what I expected to be doing first thing this morning. But I got to run back home now. that is such a futile pursuit, because in half an hour they're all going to be out again. They're just flying up over the fence, but they're too young for me to clip their wings, so there's not much I can do about it until I can get them a higher fence. And that's what I'm hopefully going to be working on, but not today. The problem with going all out like I did yesterday is that I'm in a lot of pain. Maybe someday I won't be, but for now I am. And I don't know, I'm not going to do a whole lot today just because it hurt too much. It's still hot and muggy. I think the real temperature is like 92 degrees, and it's even the small jobs that I had planned for myself just feel kind of overwhelming. So I decided I'm gonna just do a little bit of cleanup on the front porch. There's a lot of pots of dead plants and stuff that just need to get dumped and stacked and put in the garden shed, and just little things like that. But of course I can never do just a little thing. One of the things I have is I've got 3 bags of free sawdust that I got from a local woodworker, and that stuff needs to go in the shed, what I call the rabbitry, because eventually I'm going to have rabbits in there. But it's all overgrown and it's hard to get to, so I brought the weed whacker out and I'm going to try and clean it up, because that's the kind of stupid I am. That was doubly dumb because last night I had a really bad allergy attack, and I suspect it's from all the grass that I cut yesterday. Was that just yesterday? Oh my gosh. It feels like forever ago, except my body's saying, don't move. So, and that's part of why I'm slow today, is that I had to take a couple of doses of Benadryl, and I am still a zombie. But I've got a bunch of stuff that's kind of collected on the porch waiting for the shed to come, and some of it doesn't need to be there. So I'm just going to clean up all of these pots that have dead plants in it because I'm a terrible gardener. And I think I can take the chicken fencing out at least to the chicken coop. Well, no, I can put them in the shed, in the rabbitry, and get them out of the way. So it's at least not all built up here on the porch looking trashy. So this shouldn't take very long. was 15 minutes of work and I'm already dripping onto my glasses, so I'm done. I'll move the chicken fencing tomorrow in the morning before it gets hot again. The chickens are out again. I don't know why I bother. Soon they'll have a bigger run and higher fences, and it'll be safer for them all around. See, I don't know if you can see. I gave them half a cantaloupe this morning, and nobody did anything with it all morning. And even when I came out at like 2 o'clock, they hadn't touched it, and now suddenly it's gone. Even half the rind is gone. Did you want to go inside, ma'am? There you go. So I guess they like cantaloupe. And they're getting to an age now where they can have scraps. I'm not going to give them everything that comes out of the kitchen yet, but I can start giving them little treats. We gave them the strawberry hulls the other night, and they seem to like those quite a bit too. Deb and Nikki gave them a radish, and they went insane. And we're fighting each other for one, even though they'd thrown several in there. It's like, nope, somebody's got the one, so we gotta have the one. Oh, but I think that's gonna be it for tonight. Yeah, I can't think of anything else I'm gonna do except for shower and try and cool off again. I am not cut out for this kind of weather. This is the kind of weather I moved here to get away from, and it's followed me, and it makes me very sad. But I hope you'll come back tomorrow. It's Saturday tomorrow. I don't know what I'm going to get up to, but there's a couple of things happening around, and I may just go out explore because there's air conditioning in the car. and welcome back to the farm. This is, well, it was kind of hoped for. I won't say it was disappointing. No, I didn't catch my groundhog, but at least I caught the mama for those 2 babies that I caught yesterday. So I took her out and let her go the same place, and hopefully she's going to find those babies and they're going to be okay. It is already, it's like 8:45, and it is already so humid that I am sweating, barely doing any work. So I am going to finish doing the tidy up on the porch, at least as much as I can for now. And then, I don't know, I think I might drive over to Edmiston, which is a town not too far away, because they have a farm market that I haven't checked out yet. And I'm not feeling like facing Cooperstown today. On a day like this, especially, well, this late, the ball games start at 10. And I don't want to be messing with all the tourist traffic. But if I go the other direction, I'm less likely to run into that. So today might be a sightseeing day. But let's get this cleaned up first. Well, it's not a lot, but at least it feels like I did something today. It'll get a little better once the shed comes, because one of those buckets is salt, which I don't need out here in the summer. The other 2 are fuel for my smoker for the beekeeping, which is going to have its own corner in the shed. I need to get that box is a storage unit for the back of the mower, which I hadn't put on while I was trying to figure out if the bagger was gonna work. Could you not love against the tripod, please? Sorry about that. Do you want to come up? Do you want to come up? Come here. There he is. Say hi. Oh, it's too sweaty to be lovey, kitty. And now that I've decided that the bagger is not working for me, I've got to put that on. But every time I think, oh, I could just do this one extra thing, the humidity just crushes me again. So I'm giving myself a free day. I'm tempted to just spend the whole day on the couch and sit under the fan and read my book and not do anything today. But I'm going to get out for a little bit just so I can say that I got out of the house today. If I find anything interesting, I'll show it to you. If not, well, I'll come back later. So I spent 2.5 hours sitting on the couch being hot and miserable and decided that was boring. I didn't want to just spend the whole day flopping around the house. I wasn't going to get anything done there anyway, so I thought, you know what, let's go out for a drive. I was going to go to Edmiston to the farmer's market, but the farmer's market is there every other week, so it'll be there next week, but I wasn't there this week. And again, I didn't want to deal with Cooperstown or Oneonta. It was just too crazy. So I came over to the other side of Cooperstown to the Middlefield and Roseboom area. I actually had been watching a house in Roseboom before I purchased the house that I got. And so I wanted to try and find that and see what it actually looked like in person, which I finally found accidentally. And it's a cute little house, but again, I think I'm better off where I'm at. So it's just one more nail in that coffin of regrets of houses that I didn't buy. I'm very happy with the house that I do have, and other options are pale in comparison to this one. But since I was out this way anyway, I thought I would come and check out one of the state parks here. This is the Betty and Wilbur Davis State Park. It's about 295 acres, I believe, that was donated to the New York National Park, or the New York State Park Service in 2000 by Betty and Wilbur Davis, who bought the property in the 50s after having lived in New York City their whole lives. And they donated it to the state to be available to the community for recreation. It has a couple of small ponds. They do catch and release fishing. There's one 2.7 mile trail that goes through fields and woods and kind of all up hill and dale. And this area that I'm at is the day use area. There's a pavilion down there. There's a family gathering down there. There's a wonderful looking playground, which I would have loved to have brought my kids to when they were younger. And then back over that way, there's a volleyball court. And there's grills and picnic tables and what have you. So it's a nice little area. It's nice to be under trees, because even when it's humid, the heat under trees just feels different. And even if I'd gone up into my own trees, it's not, there's not enough of it. It's not a woods the way this is yet. Maybe it will be someday. But so I stopped and picked myself up a picnic lunch. I've got a chicken salad sandwich and some chips and a pie, and I'm just going to sit here and enjoy the woods for a little bit. kind of kicking myself for not bringing one of my hammocks. I have a couple on straps that would be really easy to throw up on a tree and just spend a couple hours taking a nap out in the woods. I'm going to have to put one in the car so I have it for next time. So this is a nice little spot just to come for a picnic and to get out from home. So I am going to start making my way home, but I may try and make some pit stops on the way back. I passed a couple of yard sales, although it's getting kind of late for yard sales. It's about 2 o'clock. And a couple of cemeteries, because I love cemeteries. And there's a fruit orchard that I know of from the Cooperstown Farmers Market. And I think it's too early for blueberries, but it might be worth stopping in to see what they've got. I'm feeling like I'm being lazy, and I don't like that. It's one of the reasons I like to get off the farm when I want to do something to relax, just because if I'm here, I feel like I need to be working. But it feels like it's 93 degrees right now with the humidity and all. So I'm not doing anything heavy. But I realized I have one project that I've been putting off for a while. The previous owners gave me this bag full of all of the manuals for all the appliances, the furnace, the water heater, the water softener, all of that. Plus, I've been acquiring a pile of my own with the mower and all kinds of other things. So I want to have them organized in a way that when I need to reference something, it's going to be easy to find. So I've got a box of sheet protectors and a giant 3-ring binder. And I'm going to start putting these into the protectors and putting them in this binder so that I can reference them. It's not an exciting job, but it's one I've been putting off because I have more important things to do. Well, I'm not doing anything right now, so I might as well work on this. And then I can, just like with the porch, I can feel like I'm actually accomplishing something productive today instead of just sitting on the couch going through bottles and bottles of Kool-Aid trying to keep cool. So, well, let me get started on this. most jobs that you put off for a long time, that took almost no time at all. That took probably half an hour. The hardest part was figuring out how to organize it. I kind of broke it down by rooms or areas of the house, or then the outdoor stuff. And I found some really useful things, like I had a antique looking toilet that was in the upstairs bathroom that I took out right away because I had my knees in my ears when I'd sit down to use the toilet. But I still have it out in the shed, and I was going to put it on Facebook Marketplace, so now that I have the instructions to go with it, that'll make it a little easier to sell, hopefully. So I guess if there's anything to come out of today, it's either don't put off the small things, or save the small things for days like this when you just can't do anything else. The temperature's finally broken. It feels like it's 78 out now, which feels a lot better. I almost feel like eating, and it's 20 of 8 now. So I've got to see about making some dinner. But whatever I do, I hope you have a lovely evening, and I'll see you in the morning.